kidnapped Gray. Is he safe and healthy now?
Yes, and thank you. He arrived safely and was in prison for only a short time before we rescued him, so the Templars did not have enough time to cause any permanent damage to us.
How will JC get there?
JC Denton is already there, in a manner of speaking. He will be preparing the systems necessary for the Great Advance while we are in Cairo.
Advance?
JC does not use the word advance. This notion is present in my original programming, as constructed by Tracer Tom in the 2040s.
What good are socio-political notions to a pilot drone?
You will have to ask Mr. Tom. Shall we go?
I'm ready.
Get some rest. Cairo is not as friendly as it was when you left it. The Templars have overrun all of New Cairo, including the mosque. They have moved Paul Denton's cryo-storage tank to Flight A24 on level 110 of the arcology.
What do you know about the Templar defenses?
They had deep roots in the local population and were able to call up a large number of paladins. In addition, they had deployed a military bot in the mosque and 2 in the arcology.
What happened to the city's security forces?
They were eliminated. SSC Chief Vera Maxwell stormed the arcology with forces flown in from Germany, but they were surrounded and are now pinned down somewhere inside the structure.
So I'm on my own.
I will wait here for now. After you find Paul, I will meet you at Flight B23 at the top of the arcology. Good luck.
This is what the Illuminati wants you to do. Destroy Paul Denton and help return biomod technology to international regulation. Please discuss the operation with the elite commander waiting for you in the States. Paul's frozen body is located in Flight A24 on level 110 of the arcology.
Europe for a while. You do know that the Medina could get overrun by Templars at any moment.
Thought there might be some trade in refugees. You know, quick hops away from trouble. But there hasn't been enough action yet for people to start liking my rates. What about you?
I can take care of myself, but I might have use for a pilot later. A long trip, one way to New York City.
Guess that would pay better than these Medina scabs. I offer to save their lives, and the best they can do is 12 credits. How about you make a reasonable offer and we get out of this hole?
I'll get back to you.
Both of us are targets here. We will work separately until the final phase of the operation.
What do you expect me to do?
You will infiltrate the New Cairo arcology. I will do the same and join you prior to the assault.
If anyone's a glaring target for Templar Paladins, it's a biomodified commander like yourself.
Then we agree to maintain the minimal threat profile until the crucial moment.
What if I'd rather work alone?
Our orders are to work together. We will destroy Paul Denton and return biomod technology to international regulation.
Tell Jumier he's gonna have to look for an assassin somewhere else.
My orders encompass that contingency as well. Engaging in combat.
I'll take that with a slap in the face. Don't be a fool. Deus, do you really think that the Dentons will have any use for you once the technologies imposed on humanity? You do it playing worse than a morning Cairo, and you will be responsible.
It seems that the Illuminati is making one last grab for power. You must revive Paul Denton. The Apostle Corps needs a strong leader who can restore it to global prominence. The Illuminati only want to steal our research to increase their wealth and power.
Come down, it's a beautiful day for a walk.
You know I can't.
No more excuses about your grandfather. The plane is gone, look at the sky.
Casey Denton has a hold on your imagination, perhaps. Talk to your friend Leo in front of the mosque. See how much he likes enforced modification. Do you really think Apostle Koba is any different than the sect of the Omar?
We offer only the finest technologies, and you...
What's available?
Perhaps you want a black market biomod canister, which enables non...
Maybe another...
that...
Leo? Is that you? The frog suit threw me for a second.
Alex, familiar face. Just what I need.
I guess I don't have to ask whether you're still working for the Omar.
I've completed phase 1 of the Omar induction. He said I would have 2 months to decide whether to accept the cortical interface, which will make me a true Omar. But they are afraid the Templars will attack the Medina. They want me to undergo phase 2 immediately.
Sounds like you're having second thoughts.
There's no turning back after phase 2. I'd be almost invincible with cyborg hardware plus the Tarsus biomods, but this stuff's not like a nanite infusion. I'm still sore from the transskeletal supports I already have.
Just tell them you need time to think about it.
They say I have chosen. They say they will find me when I'm asleep and complete the operation. Then I will think like an Omar. It will be too late for choices.
Maybe you should leave town.
No money. I'd have to go on foot. With thermal vision, they'd pick me out on the desert plain like a pilot beacon.
Here's some money for a pilot.
You sure?
Go ahead, take it.
I don't know what to say. Thanks, Alex. I'll pay you back. Double.
If you want to pay me back, maybe you could find a pilot to take you to the Statue of Liberty in New York.
What for? I think I'd find more work in Europe.
There's something you don't know about the Tarsus experiments.
Yeah?
The experiments were started by J.C. Denton and his brother Paul. They wanted to develop a biomod architecture that they could distribute to everyone on the planet.
They'll probably make a bundle, too. So that's why they dropped out of sight?
It's some sort of utopian vision they have. A society based on absolute equality. Meanwhile, everyone wants a piece of the technology, including the Order and WTO, which are both puppets of a contemporary incarnation of the Illuminati, believe it or not. And of course the Templars want to destroy it.
A utopia of human-machine super beings? Sounds familiar.
Liberty Island is critical for J.C. Denton's plan. We'll find out more when we get there.
Right. Like, I'm about to sign up with a guy who wants to mod people by force. If you ask me, I think you're dealing with crazies on all sides. Knights Templar? Do they really think they're knights or what? Illuminati? Who told you they were in the Illuminati?
Well, show up in New York and maybe you can help me sort all this out.
Universal biomodification doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? Hardly a political ideal. Don't be fooled by J.C. Denton's rhetoric. He is the mouthpiece for an AI construct, just like an Omar. Just like your old classmate Leo.
The Templars have taken the mosque. A handful of people may be trapped inside. The Paladins are indifferent. The security bot will shoot them down Templars. If you eliminate the bot, the people could probably escape.
Let us know when it's safe.
The freaks are mostly
Biological restoration in progress. Finished repairing damage.
We're in danger!
It's not. She's unconscious.
Oh God. But at least it looks like she's still breathing. It's not safe!
I'd almost given up hope. This morning, some Templar fanatic murdered my daughter Mina along with a dozen other students. It was her first day at the Tarsus school. Don't blame yourself for getting her admitted. You made us so happy. Oh, I can't believe it. I was on my way to claim the body when the Templars attacked the mosque.
My condolences with respect to your daughter. At least you're okay.
I don't have much to offer as a reward, but maybe I can help you against the terrorists. My husband works for the SSC. He's training in Madrid right now, but I know the code to the SSC kiosk in the arcology. 6673. Help yourself to any equipment you need.
Thanks. That could be a big help. I took care of the security bot. It's safe for you to make a run for the Medina.
Thanks. This isn't much of a reward, but I guess I could give you a med kit.
Never hurts to be prepared for an emergency, I suppose.
My guess is that it was a botched infusion. If you ask me.
I can't take anymore! We're in danger!
Don't disappoint us like you're trying to be.
You will contaminate your message. No!
I captured you into custody and will handle the transport out of the arcology. Pay attention, Alice. Through, sweet girl. As we say, or your gracious friend dies.
You've got our attention now, much to your misfortune.
I saw the guy. They've got him in the flight bay. All the security for a frozen...
Don't disappoint us like
I'm ready for you.
Come on! Follow through. My captain on the ground took her into custody and will handle the transport out of the underground. Pay attention, Alex. We talking do as we say, or your traitorous friend.
Victory awaits.
Can't expect honorable. Sorry I dragged you into all this.
No problem. You alright?
I'm fine. I should have listened to you in Germany and left the WTO while I had the chance.
You got out alive. That's all that matters.
They wanted me to infiltrate the flight bay and murder Paul Denton. Can you believe it? Me, an assassin? And I almost did it, too.
What changed your mind?
I just suddenly woke up. I was installing this ranged weapon mod on my rifle, and it clicked. I've been training my whole life to hunt and kill people. Even Apostle Corps. That's what they train you to do.
Well, I think it's time we all stop taking orders and start thinking for ourselves.
I'm scared, Alex. We're completely on our own, and we can't trust anybody. The only thing I know is that I'm not a killer. Here, if you want this weapon mod, I don't have a use for it anymore.
I guess it could come in handy. I have some unfinished business at Flight Bay 24. Concert?
Yes, I'm playing right now.
That's impossible. Their apologies have been seized by Templar paladins.
No one informed me of the cancellation. I arrived at Flight Bay 23 just 14 hours ago.
Then you're probably trapped up on level 110, or dead.
No one informed me of such an occurrence. You should assume that the concert started on schedule. Hurry! Don't forget, you're on the guest list when you help me out in Upper Seattle.
Young enemy, thy name is Pliable. How quickly you kindle a faith in a brother you never knew.
Maybe I plan to kill him, like the Illuminati want me to.
Then your ear bends to the worldly wiseman, to continue the archaic analogy. The smallest breeze carries you off nature's straight and narrow path, which is ever eroded by the human lust for transcendence.
I'll keep that in mind.
Chairman Dumier lusts for worldly power. J.C. Denton, what's left of him, lusts for worldly bliss. And to both of them you are nothing but a finely wrought tool.
I suppose you're entitled to your opinion.
Why so hostile? I'm not evil. I merely oppose the powers that have shaped and confined you up until now. Just allow my scientist, Dr. Todd, to scan your cell nuclei and leave Paul alone.
You're asking me to join the Templars?
You already joined. At the kiosk on level 107, remember?
That was a practical joke.
You were sincere.
Sorry.
You felt a spark of curiosity and gave into impulse.
I talked to a dweeb in pajamas and laughed my ass off as I walked away.
You are an arrogant fool. Dr. Todd is waiting for you in the flight bay. Give him what he needs, or my paladins, who have been instructed to hold their fire, will instead execute you. I will have additional instructions for you when you reach Liberty Island.
I'm preparing to meet you in Flight Bay 23, but the pilot beacon seems to be offline. I need to activate it before I can land.
Your business is with the Lumin.
We will need the Denton body for the experiment.
You may pass. I think we should just rush them. But
Dr. Nassif, how are you doing in the middle of all this?
I'm doing okay, for now. The Templars are right at our door, but at least they're giving us a breather. I just hope the rescue flight gets here before the next volley starts.
It's almost too much to comprehend right now, especially considering how fast the Templars seized control of the city.
They've got to be stopped. Their main objective was to capture Paul Denton from Apostle Corps' lab here in the Arcology, which they succeeded in doing. We have intel that he's being held in Flight Bay 24.
What do you think they're planning?
They will eventually murder him. You can't let all our hard work be destroyed by these lunatics. On some instinctual level, you feel a basic kinship. You know there's bond. Please, Alex, save Paul.
Oh, is that a biomod canister? Thanks. What's the situation here, Captain?
The Templars have the Arcology locked down and have removed the pilot beacon, so we can't even call for an airlift out of here.
Did they destroy it or just move it?
We expect that they just relocated it, since the beacon has to be within a certain range of the hangar bay to be useful. But we can't get out to search for it, let alone activate it. We suspect it may be up in the control room since that area is so heavily guarded. If you can find it and turn it on, the SSC would know to send in a rescue chopper.
Wait a minute, you aren't my pilot.
Do I look like him?
I have 5 pilots, and you aren't any of them. This is just perfect.
Had any trouble with the Templars?
Trouble? Trouble? Not at all, unless you count canceling a major concert, getting trapped in a war zone, and practically starving to death without even a number to call for room service.
Maybe I can help get you out of here.
Oh, sure. I'll wait for my own people, thanks. I don't want to get myself shot. Hey, back off.
I just need one little drop of blood from the tip of your finger.
What's the sample for?
A good cause. Let me see your finger.
Go to hell.
Then we will take your blood by force.
Over here!
Auxiliary circuits engaged. Reduces survivability. The quest for purity continues in your name, friend. I've still got some fight in me.
Tracer Tong is coordinating with him from Germany.
You look like one of the test subjects.
Alex Denton. JC said I was one of the MJ-12 experiments.
Of course, Alex. Sorry, they say the brain freeze snaps off a few dendrites. So it's time. Your biomod architecture, it's universal? That's what reversed my coma?
Yes. JC wants you to meet him at Liberty Island. It won't be easy leaving New Cairo, though. The Templars have seized the archaeology.
Don't worry about me. I didn't just come back from the dead to get killed hours before the big event. Join us at the statue. As MJ-12 used us, we've used you. But the commodification of ability is about to end.
Alice, Paul joining out of the island. That starts a machine to populate the atmosphere with particles that make more biomod architecture. I mean, you have to because the force Templars is 17. More when you arrive. You'll take your pilot to fight it when you compete. Don't worry about Paul. I will arrange for this distraction.
Fine, go your own way. But don't think I'm going to ignore a threat to the world I brought back from ashes 20 years ago. The collapse was the work of your good brother, J.C. Denton, remember? My commandos will be waiting for you on Liberty Island, and so will I.
What's that, Emily? Look out, great drone!
Back me up! I don't think I'm going to ignore a threat to the world I brought back from ashes 20 years ago. The collapse was the work of your good brother, J.C. Denton, remember? My commandos will be waiting for you on Liberty Island, and so will I.
Holy! Hey, you!
Acid!
Time to earn our keep. Stay with me.
Get away! This is all possible.
Now that I've activated what's left of Apostle Core, what sort of future are you trying to bring about? I've heard JC's version.
It probably sounds like a lot of high-minded bullshit to an outsider. My thoughts exactly when JC started speaking in tongues after the merger, but the logic is compelling if you give it time.
How so?
If you want to even out the social order, you have to change the nature of power itself, right? And what creates power? Wealth, physical strength, legislation? Maybe. But none of those is the root principle of power.
I'm listening.
Ability. Ability is the ideal that drives the modern state. It's a synonym for one's worth, one's social reach, one's election in the biblical sense. And it's the ideal that needs to be changed if people are to begin living as equals.
And you think you can equalize human ability with biomods?
The commodification of ability, tuition of course, but increasingly genetic treatments, cybernetic protocols, now biomods, has had the side effect of creating a self-perpetuating aristocracy in all advanced societies. When ability becomes a public resource, what will distinguish people will be what they do with it. Intention, dedication, integrity, the qualities we would choose as the bedrock of the social order.
I'll keep this area secure.
The profit motive serves society well, but our technology...
Trying a grenade.
I detect a significant anomaly.
I'm right on your tail.
I've already dealt with the situation in Flight Bay 24.
JC Denton is ready for your help. Without you, the procedure cannot work.
What procedure?
He needs to upgrade the Helios core by merging it with your systems. With access to a living host, Helios will be able to regulate the planet-wide distribution of the biomod architecture.
So I'm going to be merged with Helios just like JC is?
Every person on Earth will be merged to one degree or another.
Just a minute.
We don't have time for... Pilot beacon activated and I'll be able to land.
Let's go.
You have proven to be a great ally, Alex. JC looks forward to opening a new era in human history with you by his side.
Alex, pulse our target inside the statue. Before I shoot, work harder. We need a request protocol specification from the computer Echo. Yes, the machine taps the energy across the network, but this time the network will be a tool for everyone.
In Antarctica, you helped our kind. JC tells us you are his ally as well. We welcome you. With some odd human relationship. We are hopeful.
Well, it's hard to believe that our hard work is nearly done.
Are you sure we can trust JC, even after the merger in Antarctica? Have you looked around? All he's done, I have to wonder about his sanity.
This is what we've been working toward ever since I uncovered the truth about UNATCO and MJ-12, even if I didn't realize it at the time. I trust his vision.
He intends to give every human being an anited fusion. That doesn't seem drastic to you?
His vision isn't easy to comprehend because he's operating on a higher level now. We just have to trust his wisdom, and soon we'll all share it.
My brother arrived safely. Thank you again.
Your enemies have occupied the island.
I have no enemies, merely topographies of ignorance. The people drift aimlessly collecting into clans wherever they find a glimmer of knowledge.
You don't sound worried.
You're wasting time. I want you to locate the acquired specification inside UNATCO. When Helios has recovered its hub privileges, you'll step into the infusion chamber and the nanites in your body will be replicated in the air and ultimately in the bloodstreams of every last human being. In this act, the geography of human thinking will be leveled. Every mind will be part of the continuum.
Alex, I'm here. I took cover in the convent by the UNATCO rooms. Let's talk. Time to decide who we're gonna bring down first.
Alex, I'm on the roof dock. Come see me.
I don't need you, Alex. I got my star acquaintance myself. I just sent my commandos into UNATCO to make sure you don't transmit the protocol data to the wrong place.
Shut up. Wow, 20 years and no one's touched them.
Or are you tempted to share the Aquinas specification with us? We offer you your humanity, whereas he can give you nothing but a machine simulation.
Okay,
Yeah, be ready next time. Something's getting script.
I've still got some fight in me. You will contaminate humanity. Purity will prove. I've still got some fight in me.
It's not too late to avoid another collapse. Transmit the Aquinas specification to the WTO orbiting science platform of Helium. Most of humanity wants to rebuild, Alex. Ignore them, and what are you fighting for? Not freedom, not democracy. Then what?
Templars were built before you were born. Would you like some help figuring them out?
I can manage.
I remember a time when they were operational. They were the backbone of pre-collapse society.
And they called it Aquinas. That's about all I need to know.
No one knew that name. By the 2050s, communications protocols had become successively more comprehensive and classified, until there was only one protocol, synonymous with all economic activity, yet managed by a very small group of people.
Didn't you get the message when I rescued Paul? If I bring the system up, it won't be for the Templars.
I am the only world leader who would use this network against machine evolution. Please, nothing but obsolescence awaits humanity if we go back to microsecond economics. Revive Aquinas and assign hub privileges to our computing center in Munich.
I'll think about it.
Do this for the Templars, then help us reconfigure JC's contraption to disperse a nanite capsid predator. And we will end the plague of biomodification once and for all.
You will regret this. I'll resolve this.
Absolutely irredeemable. Prepare yourself for the grave.
Authorized. Proceed. Scanning. Such a match highly probable.
Forget their schemes. Wipe them all out, destroy whatever it is Jason did. I'm freezing my ass off out here. The Omar shut down my enviro suit remotely. What are we gonna do?
They're searching for data that will let them restore the pre-collapse communications grid.
Which they will appropriate for themselves, whoever finds it first.
That's the impression I get.
It doesn't take a genius to see that they all want one thing, to force their system or whatever on the rest of us. The world is doing just fine without a supreme leader.
We can't just walk away from this.
We can after we eliminate the leadership of these factions and destroy whatever it is J.C. Denton is building inside the statue.
You mean kill everybody on the island?
The leaders. The ones dragging the rest of the planet into this mess. J.C. Denton's utopia machine, whatever it is. I'm ready to back you up. Just give me an assignment.
Hang tight for now.
Whatever you say. I brought you something from Cairo, by the way. The biomod canister on the crate over there. It was a payment from the Omar. Personally, I'm done with biomodification. You turned out to have some guts after all.
Threat probability high. Threat probability
Step into the chamber. It's time.
Helios will speak. Year of our union, 125. Our consensus remains clear. Yes, we will prolong this second century of peace. Economic automation is complete. Our research will now encompass other frontiers. Yes, this is the consensus we have created. Our unity will soon be absolute. The remaining boundaries are vanishing. Yes, share your mind with everyone. Open yourself. Your needs are the needs of all. Let us understand and be transformed. Yes, transform each other and transform yourselves. The only frontier that has ever existed is the self. Helios has spoken.